side of your machine. And again, as I said, whenever we are operating at this area, we need to keep this button in an off position. Now I will pull up this thread, this fastening plate, and put my paper below it like this. Okay, and from here I'll make my needle inside the paper. Alright, now my needle is all inside the paper. Now for stitching, I'll just press this button and I'll stitch. And that's how you get this stitch here. And here at the back side you will get a chain stitch. So if you see the stitch here and at the back side the chain stitch, now when you take your paper out, there would be chances that your thread is getting the stitch is coming off. Okay, so to avoid that, okay, just cut the thread, and from here, okay, so that was my last loop. I'll just put my needle threader inside and I'll pull it off and I'll tight it. Okay, and that's how my stitch is secure. So that is how we work on the any surface and to secure our stitch. Now let's see how it works on fabric. So the same way we are going to put it again. When we are operating at this side, we need to put it close, or else it may hurt your finger. Okay, pull up your fastening plate, put your fabric inside, switch it on and press it. So same way, if you can see, it can do a good stitching here as well. Okay, so this is the fabric which I have used is a cotton and polyester mix, whereas 80% was cotton and 20% polyester. So that it was that fabric. So it means if you work it on 100% cotton, it definitely gonna work very well on that. Now coming to this iris cardstock, let's do that on this. Yeah, just one more thing which you need to keep in mind is when you are ending your stitch here, okay, so just hold this end with your 2 fingers, then cut the thread and turn it to the back side where we have this chain stitch, and just take out your last loop out, okay, and pull it, so your stitch is secure. It won't come out then. If you don't do it, then your stitch, all the stitch will come out and ultimately it will be of no use. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Now let's start stitching on vellum. So if you can see, it works very well on vellum too. So the machine is very portable, but you just need to keep in mind that if you don't use the heavy fabric, like a thick layer of upholstery fabric on it, because then it may get difficult to stitch the heavy upholstery sort of a fabric. Now this is my pattern paper which has a film layer on it. So there are many pattern papers which comes with that coating on top of it. So let's see if that works on this. And it really stitched well. Let's see. It stitched very well. Now this is my mirror cardstock. So this is of 119 GSM paper. Let's see how it works on this. It works pretty well on this too. Though generally we don't require to stitch our colored cardstock, but still, as we are checking the machine, so I wanted to show it on various surface and with various GSM of paper, because as we all know that stitching is very much in nowadays and into our crafting line. So you never know that what sort of idea strike in your mind and what you want to do with that, what sort of experiment you want to do. So I try to cover almost all the surfaces which was available with me, and which I thought that it can be useful into our project making. Now this is the acetate sheet. Okay, let's see how it works on this. Okay, so for acetate sheet, though it stitch well, but while stitching the acetate sheet, you need to keep it pulling toward this side throughout the stitching. Okay, so that is the only thing which you need to keep in mind while doing stitching with acetate. Rest all the things would automatically run freely towards the other side. Okay, so here we have tried various surface where it works very well. And there is one more thing which I wanted to tell you into this stitching is, for example, if you want to do this stitching here straight and then you want to go here like this. Okay, so what you have to do, so this is just to give you an understanding that how you can do a crisp stitching towards the corner of the paper. Okay, so I have stitched till here. Now if you can see, my needle is inside the paper. At this time you need to turn your paper like this. Okay, when your needle is on the top, don't turn your paper, then you don't get that crisp corners. Okay, so when my needle is inside the paper, I'll just twist my paper towards the other side and I will start stitching. And now if you can see how crisp edges you are getting. Okay, so I was doing some of the experiment with my recent project, and I found that if you use it like without thread, so you can use it just to make a hole. Like for example, if you want to make the sleeve, okay, so you can just do this stitching in this pattern without thread, so you will get the hole here at the equal distance. And then that onto that holes you can do the embroidery, which you know that of course it is there in the crafting line, into paper crafting, that we do embroidery on lots of our projects. Okay, so you can do in that way as well. So for example, if I want to I'll just give you a quick demo of it. I'll take out my thread, okay, and I'll just insert my paper here. Okay, and I'll run a machine. Okay, and so this sort of holes you are going to get on your pattern paper, and then you can use this holes to make your embroidery. Okay, so this is a very good use of the machine which you can use. All about this portable machine. I hope you like the entire process where we discuss about do's and don'ts, and we understand the part of the machine, and we also did some of the trials on various surfaces. So I hope this tutorial is useful for you. Do try it out and do share your feedback that how it helped you. Only one thing which you need to keep in mind while operating the entire machine is this operating button. You just need to keep it close. Okay, when this line is coming inside this button, it means it is close. Okay, so whenever you are operating here at this area, just keep it close and keep it on when you want to run your machine.